So, plagiarism, which is also called Vakmaichaurya in Marathi. These documents, you see, there are three different documents in this picture. No, and one document is form. You will easily understand the concept from this picture. Here, the document knew one form by referencing these three documents, or you can say the research article is formed by referring these three research different articles. So here plagiarism happened because no credit given to the original researchers, original authors. Stealing of published material is done here. Small modifications in the documents are made. So this is plagiarism. You may be somewhat aware regarding this. While writing assignments, some of peoples, some of students, they copy the assignments from his friends. This is one type of plagiarism from school age. So this plagiarism happens. What is plagiarism? It is a type of malpractice that involves copying directly from another source without referencing clearly. It is a simple definition. It is type of malpractice that involves copying directly from another source without giving reference. Which are these sources? These sources may be books, journals, videos, software packages, the World Wide Web, website, blogs. Suppose you have taken some reference from books, journals, and without mentioning, you have imbibed that idea in your writing, that comes under plagiarism. Similarly, you see YouTube videos and other videos. If you copy the same and publish on your own site or on your own Facebook page or any other social media you use, that also comes under plagiarism. Copying of software packages without acknowledgement, that also comes under plagiarism. And copying the words, pictures, files from website without giving reference, that also comes under plagiarism. Which are the types of plagiarism? There are 8 types of common plagiarism. Complete plagiarism. What is complete plagiarism? Submit another author's work in your name. So, submitting of another author's work by your name is called complete plagiarism. Source-based plagiarism. Reference an incorrect or non-existent source. You are given reference, but you are given wrong reference, or the reference where the source is not existed. It is called source-based plagiarism. Then direct plagiarism. Copy text from another document or word to word. Copying of another document, same to same, or from word to word, is direct plagiarism. Self or auto plagiarism. Reuse a material part of your own work without attribution. Then paraphrasing plagiarism. Make minor changes and use another's writing. Make some minor changes. Make changes in sentence or arrange the words, is paraphrasing. So this is paraphrasing plagiarism. Then mosaic plagiarism. Interlay someone else's phrase or text within your work. That is, to use the same phrase from original author in our work is mosaic plagiarism. Then accidental plagiarism. This happens accidentally, unintentional paraphrasing or copying due to neglect. This happens accidentally, unintentionally paraphrasing or copying due to neglect. Inaccurate authorship. Authorship instead of acknowledgement to contributors and vice versa. This comes under inaccurate authorship. Friends, many of you, when uh, many of you have gone through when you are watching a movie at start, this shows that the story uh, uh, is of that is actually the story comes from the source, or if there are any simultaneous happenings that may be happen due to naturally, they give the statement that is also comes under plagiarism. So there is difference between plagiarism, copyright infringement. Plagiarism is sharing a collection of poetry or maybe literature. Here, these are two circles, one copyright and one plagiarism, and both intercept each other, showing a common area. Copyright is making same to same copy of the source. Many times copy of when there are musics, then copying some scenes, etc. happens in the case of movie. That comes under copyright. And plagiarism is taking same ideas, taking same story, not stealing the uh, music, but taking the same story. It comes under plagiarism. So there is minor difference between copyright and plagiarism. There are some laws relating to plagiarism. In India Copyright Act 1957, Section 57, 63A, and 63, etc., comes under India Copyright Act, which are treated under the same in case of plagiarism. Some examples of plagiarisms happened are Super Cassette Industries Limited versus YouTube and Google. In Super Cassette Industry, one of the famous in in production of movies, then music, songs, etc. What happened? YouTube and Google, without acknowledging Super Cassette, they have published the songs or some movies on YouTube and Google. At that time, Super Cassette Industries filed a copyright plagiarism case against Google and YouTube. Another example is Delhi University and Oxford Taylor and Francis Publishers. Delhi University versus Oxford Taylor and Francis Publishers. This is also a famous case where Delhi University used Oxford Taylor and Francis books material without giving citations. So next question is how to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism can be avoided by 1. Try to show your understanding in your own words as much as possible. Use your own words, whatever up to what extent you may use your own words. Avoid paraphrasing, rewording, that is playing with words. It is called paraphrasing or rewording text and ideas from other sources. But if you do, make sure you also include the source you used. Suppose you have used the same words, but here you have to give the source reference from which source you have derived that word. Use quotation marks when you are directly copying four or more words and not changing them, and include the source where you found the words images. So if you use the same words, the words are more than 4 in number, then you have to give a quotation mark. Next, there are some certain softwares available to detect plagiarism. So most commonly used software is Urkund. Urkund is a very well-known software used by UGC and other recognized bodies. They prefer Urkund. Then Turnitin. Turnitin is also one of good software. Then comes Drillbit. These are and many more softwares are also available. These are paid softwares, but most commonly used software preferred softwares are Urkund, Turnitin, Drillbit. These are paid softwares that are available on after payment. But there are free plagiarism checker softwares are also there. For example, plagiarism detector. Site is www.https://plagiarismdetector.net. This is free plagiarism checker. Another site is DupliChecker, www.duplichecker.com. On these two websites, you can go and submit your document. But again, here the limitation for word is 2500 words. You cannot use more than 2500 words. If you go online on these websites, you can submit your document, you can upload your document, and within one few minutes the document will be checked and sorted out. How many words are plagiarized? It will give report like this. You may get this screen somewhat. Here it gives 60%. Here you can see the 60% total. If the document is 100%, 60% is plagiarized, which is highlighted in red background. Here you will get a clear picture. Here 14% plagiarism as shown by the Turnitin software, and it also highlighted from where the plagiarism has been happened. It is shown in blue, then purple color blue. It shows these are the paragraphs that they are taken from other sources. So 14% plagiarism is there. University or any university UGC allows only 10% plagiarism. So another example, Turnitin 56% plagiarism is shown in this document after uploading. Where the plagiarism had happened, it highlights the same words, then sentences in colors. So you have to, after getting this report, you have to correct and minimize the plagiarism. So again, we are actually understanding the concept of plagiarism. In this PPT, I have also given the references from which I have drawn these PPTs. So if there is any question, you can ask me on these email IDs. My email ID is tcclibrary42@gmail.com or ak.kulkarni@tccollege.org. Thank you.